Hey there guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. In this episode, we're gonna go after the Great Baggi. A monster that, in my opinion, does not deserve its place in the 4-star missions. How so? Oh yeah, it's also in the brand new hunting area, the Tundra, which, as the name gives away, is a frozen wasteland full of snow that is pretty damn cold. So you need to bring an item called hot drinks. Wait, why the hell am I explaining those? You need those for the sandy plains as well. So yeah, you need hot drinks here or your stamina is gonna drop faster than you can say Great Baggi. Luckily they give you some just in case you forget. Also they give you energy drinks. No, it's not Red Bull, but I assume it's something similar. That's gonna come in handy when fighting the Great Baggi. Alright, select the paintball, lock and load the gun lance. Alright, let's do this. Now, this is going to be good. Now, the Great Baggi. Some of you may have seen that video I uploaded of my little brother playing this game. He was hunting the Great Baggi. The Great Baggi is basically a blue Great Jaggi with one additional attack. Pretty much like the Great Roggi, more or less. However, the Great Roggi spits poison. The Great Baggi also spits something, but whatever the Great Baggi spits is something that puts you to sleep. It's one of the few monsters that can actually put you to sleep. I think the Uragan can also do that. The Kurapeko can do that in G rank, I believe. And I think that's about it, actually. So there you go, he spits at you and then you fall asleep. And then he can have his way with you. Or eat you. Whichever one he pleases. Also he has his own minions, just like the Great Baggi and Roggi. And look at that evil smile. This bastard wants to kill you and he knows it. Alright, there we go. Now, why... I don't understand why they put the Great Baggi after such, well, not really difficult, but after much harder monsters like the Baroth and the Gobel. Because honestly, this is just a Great Roggi with slightly more health and different priorities to the spitting move. That's really all there is to this guy. So, why, unlike the Great Roggi, is he in a different tier of missions than the Great Jaggi? The only reason I can think of is that they didn't want to give you early access to the Tundra yet. Even though I don't really see why, because yes, the Tundra does have a couple of handy materials, but with just those materials you can't really do anything. And if so, then they should have just changed that. I mean, this guy just belongs in the same quest tier as the Great Jaggi and the Great Roggi. For some reason he's not. But yeah, after the Baroth and the Gobel, it's nice to have like a little breather mission in the form of the Great Baggi. Now the sleep is fairly annoying, but you can be snapped out of it by an attack. Whether it's a Great Baggi attack, a Baggi attack, hell, even an attack from anything, hell, even Cha-Cha can snap you out of it. And also, while you're running around like that, you can just use an energy drink and then you'll be wide awake. Doesn't give you wings, but still, it's something. And even if you have no energy drinks or whatever, Cha-Cha can probably just keep the Great Baggi busy until you wake up. Sometimes. Doesn't happen all the time. If he just chooses to focus on Cha-Cha, it's nice. But yeah, as you can see, he does pretty much everything a Great Jaggi does. The roaring. Crap, he got me again. And he got Cha-Cha as well. It does have a decently sized area of effect to it. So, beware. Crap. Could have sworn I was blocking that. And he knocks me into another area. Okay, maybe that's why he's on a different tier than the Jaggi and Roggi. The sleep is probably more annoying to deal with than the poison. Then again, poison drains your health for quite a long time, and the Great Baggi just loves to do that. The sleep, it sets you up for one hit, and then it's essentially gone. Or maybe they thought they didn't want to give you access to sleep weapons that early, because you can use Great Baggi parts to make sleep weapons, which, as the name suggests, put monsters to sleep if you just hit them enough with it. But I don't see how that's really broken. I mean, people online hardly ever use them, and I'm pretty sure that sleep weapons are rare as hell. The only one I can think of is the Great Baggi Sword and Shield. I'm not even sure if the Great Baggi has any other weapons. And the Sword and Shield is hardly the best weapon class in the game, so I really don't see how sleep weapons would be ridiculously broken. Slime weapons, on the other hand, there's a monster ooh, Carpenter Bug, sweet, I need a crap ton of those. Well, I needed a crap ton of those to make this armor. And I'm probably gonna need a crap ton more to make other stuff. And you can't farm them, of course, so that sucks. Come on, Baggy, get over here so I can kill you. Now, as far as breakable parts go, just like the Great Baggi and the Great Baggi, he has exactly one. In his case, it's the crest on his head. You can pretty much snap that off and it'll give you a King's Crest or a Leader's Crest, or I'm not sure what it's called. But it's not that hard to break. For some reason I haven't managed to break it yet though, but I likely will. Oh yeah, sure, go for Cha-Cha, that's nice. I wish I had a fire weapon by now. Because honestly, raw weapons like this one are nice, but I'm pretty sure that if you have an elemental weapon, it's always better to use it than, say, a raw weapon or a status weapon. Sadly, I don't have a fire weapon yet, even though I can make the Kurapeko gun lance. Or there is one, I'm not sure if I have the materials for it though. This one will probably get the job done. Although I do believe that I did make the Kurapeko gun lance for the next episode, in which we will be hunting another monster in the tundra. Not a Great Baggi, but like the Great Baggi, it's pretty much a reskin of a different monster, and like the Great Baggi, it is pretty freaking pathetic. But it will give me access to my first ice weapons, even though I don't think anything's really weak to ice that's about to come up. I think the Kurapeko is pretty weak to ice, but I don't really need ice weapons to deal with him. And he's running away to Area 2. Now, the tundra does not have a whole bunch of different areas. Only 7, whereas the Sandy Plains has 11, Deserted Island is 12, Flooded Forest is 10. But there are 2 areas on the tundra that you don't have access to. Areas 8 and 9. How do you get to those? Well, it requires a big monster. Not the Great Baggi, you're really gonna need something bigger. You need to pretty much make that monster really tired, and then the monster will go to Area 1, it will smash through some sort of barricade, and that will open up Areas 8 and 9. However, I'm pretty sure that the only monsters that actually break into that area are high-rank monsters, so we're not going to be going there for quite a while. There's the G8 Baroth that does it. It's basically a subspecies of Baroth that lives in the tundra, uses snow and ice instead of mud. Kind of quick and easy. There's Devil Joe. Don't even get me started on Devil Joe. We're gonna see him a lot in the later episodes of this LP. I think that's it, really. Those were the only 2 tundra monsters that can break that thing. Giganox doesn't. He doesn't even go to 1, I think. I don't think Barioth goes there either. I'm pretty sure that's all the tundra monsters. Oh, maybe Glacial Ignactor. Not sure if he can smash down the barricade, though. Oh, look, he's sleeping on ice. How does he not get frostbite that way, or like freeze his skin to the ice? I guess he's pretty cold resistant. But this does call for Wyvern Fire. Kaboom! And I think I just broke his crest with that. Yep. Excellent. Alright, damn it, he's got me in the back. Stupid baggies. Cha-Cha, help me. There we go, thank you, Cha-Cha. You are such a wonderful assistant. Alright, stab him in the head. Come on. Come at me, bro. Oh, blocked it. Sucker. Oh, blocked it again. Love you, weapons with a shield. So yeah, if you're having problems with this guy for whatever reason, just bring a weapon that can block. You can block the sleep. It's pretty easy. And then you're not gonna have much of a problem with him. And he's dead. Oh, there we go. How long did that take? Like, maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Anyway, let's see what this is. Not a wyvern tier, please. Ooh, baggy scale. I'll take that, I guess. Better than a wyvern tier, anyway. And Great Baggi claw. He doesn't have a whole lot of different carves. And there is the Great Baggi claw. Even though I already had one of those. Come on, give me something else. A hide. Okay, I think there's also sleep sacks. Great Baggi scale. Or do I think those are only for small baggies. For the great ones, it's just hide, I think. And you can die. Yep, he's dead. Can I carve him? Might as well. Another baggy scale. Okay. So, that's quite an anticlimax. You're expecting tougher monsters than ever before when instead you get this guy. But oh well, it was quick, it wasn't much of a problem, and I got it done. Hide, sleep sack, claw, hide, bone, and another sleep sack. Alright. That was nice. And it's slightly bigger than the Great Baggi. Get some gallery videos. It's all well and good. Now, in the next episode of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, we will once again go to the tundra to hunt another monster. Which should be pretty obvious, because that's what the game's called. Bye-bye.